Alright, this is the fourth and final part of this tutorial. So let's start by taking care of the total, and after that we take care of the receipts. So I'm going to exit out of that, and what I will do is let's come right down here, right underneath here where I have my resets. So I've just copied that. Let's come in here, come down right here and change this. I'm going to change this to car cost. Alright, inside this very car cost, I intend to use an if statement. If my variable 7 dot get equals Lamborghini, yeah, I think that is correct. So if the vehicle is a Lamborghini, then I'm now going to declare a local variable, my car equals float the price of the Lamborghini. So I'll just make that up. Let's go for 98,700 plus. Maybe that is the price of my Lamborghini. Okay, now let's say, what about cost? So cost. It's a cost of car dot set, and that will be my car. Right, that's my first if statement that will check what car we're buying. Okay, we can just copy this and just change it around. So this time is going to be else if. So let's move this in. Else if, better take care of that indentation. If is Bugatti, let's come in here and enter Veno. Now, how much are we going for in that case? Here we go for, I think that's a little bit expensive, I don't know, something like that. Right, maybe that. Okay. Alright, so the next car, let's see. Take care of these, else there will be a problem. Now the next car, that's going to be a Rolls Royce. How much will Rolls Royce worth? I have no clue. You guys can always check for the price of a car and make that up. Alright, so I'm gonna just give my Rolls Royce maybe almost 90,000, something like that. Dot maybe 45p. That's the Rolls Royce there. Now the next one, that will be Aston Martin. Let's come in here and just enter Aston Martin there, and we can go for 100,000 plus. Yeah, okay, there. So let's save this and just call this. Let's come in here, copy that before we run it and see. Let's look for total. There we go. That's my total there. So that's going to be comma, command equals there. Okay, we have to try it out, but before we can run it, we're gonna have to check to make sure this variable is inside the combo box in number 2. So that's the combo box, and we don't have that variable. So I'm just going to, yeah, then alright, that's it. Then the second combo box, that's the second combo box. I might as well let's allocate a value there. Let's call that 18. Now let's run it and see. Where's variable 18 is not declared, so let's declare that before I forget. Right, let's come in here and just paste that here, copy and paste. So make this 18. Alright. We also have to change this to string value, not integer, because the content in here are all strings. So I'm going to copy that and just change this to string and this one to string as well. Right, so let's try out the very first combo box. If that works as we expect, then we just go ahead and continue. So select Lamborghini, click on total, that's fine. Let's select Bugatti, that's good. Let's select Rolls-Royce and Aston Martin, that is fine. Let's see, does that change? So maybe they are both the same price. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, so let's repeat the same thing for this, but I will have to combine this. Let's come here, go back straight into the code right here. Okay, what I'm going to do in this case is I will now combine it. Let's say if variable 18 dot get equals, and that is supposed to be 100 to 1000. Let's see right here, copy this. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna repeat the same thing for all. So let's do one first and paste that in there. Right, and variable 7, this variable 1, maybe we'll copy everything then, equals that. What I want this to change, so I'm gonna copy this too. Copy, paste this here, and right underneath here just declare or maybe declare one variable here. I'm going to call it I-mile, and I-mile in this case equals float, and maybe I should go for approximately 5,000. So 5,000 plus that would be the discount you get there. And car mileage, I have one here called car mileage. There we go, car mileage. Copy that. The car mileage is for the second output, which is right here. There we go. That's the car mileage. So let's take it up. So the car mileage in this case is going to be car mileage dot set I mileage. Right there. So I'm just going to try this one out. If it works fine, we just have to speed it up. Okay, let's compile and run. Let's say we go for Lamborghini. I think that was Lamborghini, the very first one. and select this mileage here, click on total. Yeah, let's check that out. I think I was wrong. Yeah, it's Bugatti, it's not Lamborghini. Okay, let's try it out with Bugatti then. And this is this. Click that. You see that, guys? That is fine. So I will now speed that up. This was meant to be Bugatti or Lamborghini. So paste that there and just change this to Lamborghini. Copy. Okay, no problem. Change this, and the price tag, change that as well. And the deduction on Lamborghini, that'll be, let's go for about 4,000 plus. Right, that's the deduction you get. So let's run it again. Lamborghini and this. Right, let's say we go for Bugatti. Yeah, that's fine. So I suppose you guys get the idea now, so I'm just gonna have to speed it up. Okay, this is the selection for Lamborghini. Let's maybe that. Okay, this is all for Lamborghini, and the second one is for Bugatti right there. So we have to get indentation right. Okay, so if I run it now, yeah, that's fine. And change the mileage there. Okay, supposing we go for Bugatti, that's it. These other two cars, now let's speed those ones up. So I'm just going to copy it. All I need to do is change the names and also change the price. Copy, just change it around. Okay guys, this is how it looks. Okay, I have taking care of all the cars. Right, so let's run it before we can continue. Select whatever car you want and select the mileage of your old car there, and you can change it to whatever you like. Okay, you can change the car and change the mileage. Let's change it to something else right there. Okay, what I want to do now is, you see these accessories, when we click on that or select any of this checkbox, click on total, I want the price of each accessory. So the whole idea is get the price of the car. If you intend to deduct the old car from the new car, go ahead and do that and add up the accessories, and that will give us our total. So let's work on that now. So exit, and right underneath here, let's take it down right here. Yeah, I'm going to just copy this and paste it right underneath here. Right, this is going to be for the car accessories. So let's use an if statement as well. If, now let's get it indented. If variable 1.get equals 1. Okay, but one thing first, we have to make sure this variable 1 is allocated to each of those each of those checkbox. So I'm talking about this very checkbox here. I believe I did have done so. Okay, this is meant to be variable 1 2 3 4 5. So let's check it. That's on frame number 3. Let's come to number 3. No, that should be, this is 3. Good. Look at it, 1 2 3 4 5. And let's see the variable for each of these checkbox. Yeah, that's 1 2. Okay, that's fine. 3 4 5. Okay, that's good. So let's come back to our code right here. Let's undo that. That's fine. Now the price for the modify dot set equals, let's say, £523. Alright, that will be the price for modify, and let's make sure modify is in place. Let's go back to frame 3. Modify is right there. Stereo, letter, and so on. Okay, modify is there. Okay, else modify will be 0. So let's say else if variable is 0, then modify is 0. This one becomes 0 as well. Okay, so let's try that out, just that alone, then we'll take it from there. Okay, click on modify. There we go. And if you uncheck, there we go, guys. So that's fine. That is fine right there. Okay, let's repeat the same thing for this other components. So I'll just copy this and speed that up. Let's speed that up. Alright guys, here are the lines of codes, and I've also included these other lines of code for this following checkbox. So, but let's run it, you see what I'm talking about. It's wrong. Okay, if I check this, that means VAT is going to be yes, and this one, because it's unchecked, is 0. Okay, if I uncheck it, that becomes 0. Right, so if we click on all of this, that will give us the price, and if you unclick and click on that, that default back to 0. Okay, so everything is ready for us to carry out the calculation for total. Okay, that means there's no VAT payment and no discount. Okay, right, but in this case there's VAT and discount. Yes. So all we need to do now is exit and work on this one. Yeah. Okay, to add up the total, I'm going to declare a variable, but just for your information, I'm still within this function. I'm still inside the car cost function. Okay, if you like, you can break it apart. Alright, so I'm still here, so let's come for, let's say, item. I'm going to call it item 1 equals, let's float and enter whatever we have inside cost of car. Right, it's 01. Copy that. That'll be my number 1. Then just copy both. I'll change it around and bring it down. Cost of car dot get, and get rid of all of this content. Right. There we go. So declare another local variable here, and that will be item 2. Let's copy all of that, paste it there, get it properly indented. Right, so I can repeat the same thing, copy, and just change it around. Right, so this is item 3, 4, 5, 6, and the content in there, or this should have a float. There should be floats in here. Okay, let's change the whole content. This will be modified. Right, let's copy modify up here. Right there. If that is modified, the next one will be stereo. So is that there? Then we get leather seats or leather interior. We have customize, and it's meant to be GPS. Let's copy. That'll be 7. That will be GPS. Okay, so all we need to do is, if that is GPS, all we need to do is the calculation. Okay, let's align this properly, and this will be 8. And this is where I will have my total. So for my total, let's say pound, let's say comma string, and it's coming here .2. That's just 2 decimal. Right. And there. Okay, let's add all of this together. So I need number 1, item 1, plus item, no, minus item 2, because that's for the car. Okay, I can always have another bracket here and just minus first item 2, close that bracket, plus I'm going to add up the other items. This is 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and we add item 7 as well. 7, close that. Alright, okay, so that will be my subtotal. Okay, let's do one more thing. We're gonna need one that will be our tax. Let's come in. I'm gonna copy all of this. And I'll change this one to 9. Get rid of all of this content. Let's bring this one in. Okay, there should be one more here. Yeah, okay. And in the case of this, yeah, that is correct. Now we now want to multiply that by 0.45, and then let's divide by 100. Okay, so that should give me my tax right there. 1, 2, there should be one more here. Okay, now we want item 9 equals item 9. Well, we want it as pound sign, so we'll copy all of this, paste it there, 9, close that. Okay. Right. Okay, we want number 10. Okay, to prevent error, I'm going to have item 10 as well. So let's copy this one. Now give me my item 10. Just take note, guys, because you will have to do the same thing. Alright, that's item 10. I need item 11. Let's come here, paste that, and we're going to change that around to item 11. Alright, this works out my tax, and this is going to be that. So get rid of all of this, don't need it anymore, and get rid of one of this. So 10 and 11 will go inside item 12. Item 12 equals, let's get the, okay, just copy all of this, paste it right there, and change this to 10 plus item 11. Alright, that's good. Now finally, let's say subtotal dot set item 8, close, tax dot set item 9, then total dot set item 12, close that. This shows okay. Alright, let's try it out. Run, and we select anything we want here. Let's go for maybe that and select that, and car accessories. Okay, check that in. We want VAT and discount. Click on that. There we go, guys. You see that? So if I enter my name here, okay, and enter the postcode, telephone number, right. When I click on here, I want the receipt to be displayed there, so let's take care of the receipt now. Alright, reset, that's fine, just exit. So all that is left for us to do now is to take care of the receipt. Let's speed that up. There, those are the lines of codes for the receipt from here down here. Okay, have a good look at that. So I'm now going to copy this, the name of my function, and let's look for the button that says receipt, this very one, and we enter command equals receipt. So I can just copy command equals here and paste it here, and that will be all. So let's come up here again. You guys have a look at that. Okay, so we have our receipt here. So, and as usual, you must call it. Okay, you call it here, right here. Oh, there's a comma missing there. That's it. So if I run it, there we go. Select whatever type of car you want, and the accessories you need for your car. You want your VAT and discount. Click on total. There. You must enter your names there. Let's say your name is Helen Hill, and right here your address is number 90 Layout Way. And that is your postcode, let's say, and telephone number. Okay, all they need to do to get your receipt is click on receipt right there. Okay guys, and that is how you develop your own vehicle sales trading management system. With that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it. Bye for now.